What's up, guys? Back for another episode of Barbells and Banter. So today we talked about Ben's sleep doc, which is going to be coming up. His guide's going to be coming on the website. If it's not out now, it should be. So go and send him as many messages and give him a hard time as possible. As we went into the weeds on all of the things that sleep can do from a physical and mental perspective, performance-wise, and maybe some of the things that happen when you don't sleep enough. And then we went through some easy actionable steps that you can do to improve your sleep or just better your situation, because you're not always going to be able to implement everything. Like, practically sometimes things are just a little bit unrealistic with life and responsibilities. But if you can knock off as many of those things as you can take the benefits that come from getting a good night's sleep to your mental performance, as well as like your muscle mass or your fat loss journey, or your training in the gym. So get on the website, take advantage of that guide. As always, great opportunity to hit that subscribe button and support the journey that we have here. And let's get to the episode.
He only goes 0.8 up. So it's not even his fast lap for the day.
Yeah.
And it must have been like one of his first push laps. And he's like at the pit board and he just looks over to someone else in the team and just fucking like smug smirks. Just like, yeah. Yeah. So you could tell it wasn't like a fake low fuel, good tires.
Yeah, it's like this car's
It's just like, I don't know, this is the same as everyone else is doing and we've just demolished you.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. The car's mad. The aero package
It looks so good, man.
So it's such an interesting aero package too, though.
Yeah.
Like the side pods.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Like, they like
the vertical slits and stuff.
They kind of come in and
shoulders. Yeah.
It's like,
they reckon it'll look totally different by round 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're like making sure the concept works.
Yeah, and then they've
already got all of these aggressive upgrades.
Fuck.
Yeah. They started developing it in like August.
Yeah. Well, that isn't. Didn't they all say that though last year? They were like, they're so far ahead that like they'll just stop the car.
Yeah. So
and then start building the new one. So it makes them even further ahead.
Yeah. They didn't add anything to the car after Canada, which was.
That's not anyone else's fault. It's like they're just.
Yeah, it's benefit
better at the moment.
Yeah, benefit of winning.
Yeah, and then everyone's complaining about closing the gap, but it's just like, how do you do that? When
they've got less wind time.
Yeah, they've got all the rules.
Everything. Like, what do you? And last year they have even less because they got the penalty.
I reckon when their aero guy Nui like hangs it up, I reckon he'll sign like Red Bull have like an agreement where he can't work for anyone.
Yeah.
For like
rumors that he'll go to Ferrari.
Yeah, I did hear that, but it's like, surely Red Bull are like, because you hear stories like, I mean, I don't know how true, even when we did that seminar with Charlton, he was like, the hockey team couldn't afford to pay him. Yeah. So they just paid him enough to not work with anyone else. Surely that happens.
Yeah, he had a bunch of teams do it or something.
Yeah, got paid $100,000 or some shit. Yeah. To not coach
That's mafia shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
imagine that.
Oh, I have a construction job with a salary. It's like,
Yeah. Well, isn't that, so college players get paid now or some shit, right?
Oh, do they?
I don't know. Someone was telling me. So I was like, surely, like, they just give them a job or their dad a job.
Yeah.
And then just pay, over the odds.
Yeah. Not the Johnny Football concept. Have you seen that?
No.
It's fucking wild, bro. So this kid, they're not allowed to get paid, is the best quarterback, going to win the Heisman, like the fucking man. And he goes somewhere and someone like offers him money to sign something. And he's like, oh, I could do that. So he ends up like selling all this merch. Then he ends up like on private jet. His mate kind of manages this like signing thing. And he starts getting paid for it. He ends up on private jets. He's hanging out in like nightclubs with Hollywood stars, and he becomes this like huge celebrity. And then everyone's like, how are you wearing these watches and driving these cars and doing these trips and all of that? Like, where's this money coming from? Yeah, he gets found out. So on Untold on Netflix. It's really good.
So they can't make any money?
No.
So they can't even have a YouTube channel
and
make money?
Yeah,
I've always wondered about that.
Yeah.
Because that's why
no one's done it yet.
Yeah.
I just wonder the time commitment, the time to build. Like, you have to be him for it to be fast enough to build the following enough to make the money.
But imagine if you were him, though.
But even then, like, realistically, all the people on YouTube are making money off endorsements.
That's what I mean. So, like, let's say he's the number one prospect. The whole of America are going to be watching him. So then he's like, well, I'll just put out
content,
YouTube content.
Yeah, I wonder what loophole you could...
Then you monetize that.
Yeah.
Or, like, what if he couldn't personally monetize it?
Well, that's what I was going to say. So if
as a company...
If I ran the YouTube channel...
Correct.
And was like, you're going to be a guest of the YouTube channel. And you're going to wear my clothes that I tell you to wear.
Yeah.
And then when you get drafted...
Yeah, you'll sign this deal.
Then I'll pay you.
Yeah, even if you just... Yeah, say you had like a shell company and you owned it. And then that company hired someone to run the channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then... But the money went to the company.
Yeah.
But they didn't know who owned it.
And then I sell you X amount of dollars of the company for $1, and then you get a dividend that is all the money we earned while you were there. There you go, college footballers.
Just rorted the system. The IRS is coming for us.
Solved it for you. It's funny, like I was talking about the Adrian Newey thing, like I was talking to Amy about this during the week. It's so tangible to look at people that are athletically better than you could ever be.
Yeah.
When you think about Usain Bolt, you're like, it is a different species to what you and I are. But we don't do it so much with intelligence.
Yeah.
And then you see a guy like...
Because you don't get to physically see...
Yeah, and it's like, you can't have a brain race.
Yeah.
Because it's what I mean. Even if we had the Brain Olympics, it's like, what do you do? Solve a problem faster.
Yeah.
And that's not
a sign of intelligence.
No. It's
like
seeing...
It's one of.
It's seeing a problem that's not there half the time and being creative and whatever. So
some of the greatest breakthroughs have taken decades.
Yeah.
Years.
So he's been winning in Formula One for 30 years.
Yeah.
So, like, of that generation, like him and Braun. Basically, I think if you have a look at every championship, one of those two guys was involved the whole way through.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name?
Ross Braun. Yeah. So...
Is he coming back?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He works for Formula One now, so he designed the new car.
That's right.
Yeah.
So he's in there. Yeah.
So the current car he designed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently he, when Mercedes launched their car, he said, we did 1,000 designs based on these regulations. So the concept car that they released is actually theoretically could go on the track.
Yeah.
And they said it would, in their simulations, it would have been competitive for the first half of the first year.
Right.
And then it would have got pushed to the back like Aston. But they said, we did like 1,000 simulations and we never, with different designs, and we never went with the no side pods, the Mercedes. He's like, I don't know how they got to that. Yeah. Yeah, wild. But yeah, so people like that, just you must be just fucking so different, man.
Yeah.
Because that's being Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
It's being so much better. It's being Pat Mahomes. Like, when he gets the ball in overtime, you're like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Because he's just that much better.
Yeah.
It's
and
wild.
and then they have the infrastructure that's been made around them too.
Yeah.
So, like, he's got a license to just... So then everything else will complement the aero at Red Bull. Like, all the plays for the Chiefs are run to complement, like, his skills. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So it makes him even better.
Yeah. And then you've got this weird layer of, like, yes, he has all of that, but then he has to design it for Max. So it comes up as well. It's a weird...
Yeah.
But yeah, just those freakishly intelligent people. Do you know who Brett Weinstein is?
I don't.
So he is... What did they used to call it? The Dark Right or some weird shit like that. Like, there was a bunch of people that was, like, pushing back against, like, woke and all of that. It was, like, a thing, like, 5 years ago.
Okay.
When, like, Jordan Peterson first popped off, it was, like, him, Joe Rogan, and it was, like, this movement against the norm. Bunch of professors that got kicked out of universities for just having
pushing back
normal. Fuck, man. Listening to him speak, it's like... I know you've listened to Jordan talk a bit. Yeah. He almost makes Jordan sound like an emotional teen. He's so smart, man. So he's a theoretical physicist. Just like worked on string theory and shit.
Sure.
Then he went and applied So he's a mathematician that learnt physics because he's so good at math.
Yeah.
Then went and learnt, I think he worked for Harvard / the government. It's kind of the same thing is his theory, on immigration economics.
Yeah.
So how, where to pull and push with immigration to maximize economic growth and all that sort of shit. So then he could predict like finance trends and all sorts of shit. To listen to him speak, you're just like, oh, you're not.
Yeah, normal.
It's like me standing next to Usain Bolt going, hey, let's run. It's like, we're not the same.
Levels. Levels on levels,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because Elon's a bit weird.
Yeah.
You sort of like...
Well, you just expect him to be smart.
I don't think you get the same, like, whoa, his brain. Because he's a bit goofy and you're just like, oh, you're just a weird guy. Zuck's
I
a
reckon
little
if
bit
you
the
saw
same.
him in his zone, though, like,
100%.
imagine being a fly on the wall and he's just like...
Yeah.
It'd be like fucking Tony Stark trying to invent,
Yeah.
the Iron Man suit and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah. Instead of smoking weed on Rogan.
Yeah, I reckon it would be a sight to be...
I agree.
To behold.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
Seeing
fascinating.
people in their zone of genius.
Yeah. Like
I wonder if they're just like... I wonder if any of them are like fucking crazy. Like as in, like just manic...
Yeah.
Aggressive.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd love to see it.
Chris has
It's so
been using
cool.
this on because we're on a first name basis.
Yeah.
Chris from Modern Wisdom.
Yeah.
He's been using this quote like fucking every episode lately of Elon saying, "My mind is
He's
like a storm.
Yeah.
People think that they want to be me.
Yeah.
You don't want to be me."
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
what happens up there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Scary.
I say that on a totally different level.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, sometimes I think that. I'm like, you don't want to be in my head. It's chaos in here.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's a different...
Yeah.
Imagine the pressure.
Yeah.
Like he had... What did he have? He secured was it 10 million or 10 billion? I think it was a $10 million investment on Christmas Eve. Otherwise, I think it was Tesla was closing
Right.
on Boxing Day. And like all his whatever 1,000 employees weren't going to get paid and all laid off.
Oh, really?
Literally, like there'd be chains on the doors come Monday, and he secured the investor in like the 11th hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
just
pretty nuts.
that sort of shit, man. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
everyone wants to go to that level, but no one wants to go to that level.
Yeah. The numbers sound good, but it's like, like we talked about last week or whenever, it's like what it's really like to be those people and make that kind of money. It's like probably got to be a bad dude.
Yeah,
Or like a different
at
person.
least have
You could be an animal.
some
like,
demons
in somewhere.
Some demons.
Like it's just on a level of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be a bad person in terms of
like,
to other people.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you
But
just
you have to-
It's kind of like the term. You got to be a bad man. Like
Yeah.
You just got to.
There's an unquenchable thirst.
You've got to have
in
a gear that that only very few have.
Yeah.
You know? Let's take it up a notch.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
I was going to say walking wounded in the studio today.
Every bodybuilder has in multiple occasions just gone to that piece of chicken that's been sitting in the fridge for a little bit and gone, it's still good. So
Give it the sniff
there's
test.
no sympathy for me. There's none, right? Because I'll tell you the truth. So I had these chicken sticks in the fridge, and when I went to eat them, it said best before, and it was 3 days ago, right?
Yep.
So I was like, well, best before is different to you can't eat
Expired, yeah.
it. Yeah, exactly. It's like you do not consume after this date.
Or you will die.
Best before is like, it's just not at its best.
Yeah,
And I'm
it
like,
won't
well,
taste as good as it could.
I'm like, yeah, this guy doesn't deserve it the best anyway.
Yeah, but
like,
chicken doesn't really just like be less crunchy like a biscuit.
Yeah.
It be's a bit more death.
So it gets worse, right? So it's just wait. So I cooked them for lunch, and then because it was a 10-pack, I left some in the fridge, and I was like, I'll just assess the next day if they're good, right? So then I cooked the rest of them the next day. So there's 4 days over.
Jason.
It gets worse. It gets worse than that. So I ate 5 on the first day, I think. Sorry. And then there was 5 left.
Yeah.
And I only ate 3 at the time.
Yeah.
So then I left 2 on a plate on the bench, and I forgot about them. And so then when I was cooking dinner, I started giving one of them to the dogs, and then I just started eating the other one. Like, remember when we sat and watched the and I ate all the eggs? What I ate, like 8 eggs or some shit, and like half an avocado and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just started eating it like out of habit, and then like had dinner. Obviously, ate my last meal, and then it's been a bit rough. Like I didn't. Nothing happened overnight, but I was just not feeling great, so I didn't sleep very well. And then your boy's not in a good place right now. It's like the nausea. I'm getting hot. I was like, oh fuck.
If there's jumps in the cut, you know why.
Yeah, it's like we're on a knife's edge.
Yeah.
Now I had a coffee and some cream of ice in the morning. Steph's like, and then I go upstairs like my gut's fucking out. I'm like, oh babe, I don't feel too good. She's like, didn't you just fucking eat like a big bowl of cream of ice? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, why would you fucking do that? And
I was some dry toast and honey.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta eat. It's like I have to eat my meals.
Still got to go in.
Yeah.
Even if it digests on Monday, it has to go in
absolutely.
today.
And then I was like, oh, because I feel so bloated, I'll probably weigh 100 kilos today.
Didn't crack it?
No, I didn't weigh myself because I was like,
well,
I thought that's
fake weight.
I thought that's a bad way
fake weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So I'm not in a good spot. And then we got to go. We got to go. We're going out for dinner tonight because it's our anniversary tomorrow.
Yep. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. So and then Steph's like, oh well, I might like if you can't eat, I'll cancel the booking. And I'm like, don't worry. I'm like, I'll just starve all day.
I'll be fine.
And then I'll just eat.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, we're making it happen.
Fuck. Yeah.
So yeah.
And we've got 4 episodes to do today.
Yeah. Yeah. So lunch will be light.
Love that for you.
Yeah. Steph's like, can you be late to the podcast? I'm like, if I have to be.
Yeah. Yes, but no. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm currently at 80 grams of caffeine, 50 milligrams of modafinil, just to survive. I had LJ's tongue tie cut yesterday. So every 4 hours, I have to physically abuse my own son, which is wild.
Yeah, it's
been a big week. We did his first car trip, 2 hours plus LJ time, so it takes an extra half an hour. Yeah, to stop and shit. Yeah, so it's big week, but we're here, we're winning.
Yeah.
Both of us
podcast too. Let's go.
Send it. I've still got the modafinil in the car, so if we get flat at lunchtime, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I don't know if I can even.
It'll ruin your dinner. You'll be hungry.
I don't know if I can have a stimulant. I'll probably shit myself.
Yeah, I don't get that on Modaf.
Oh, my stomach's already fucked up.
Yeah. We don't encourage use of high stimulants on the podcast.
No,
not encouraged.
That water's looking fucking sad to me right now. Yeah,
it's got bones in it.
Yeah, I'm in a bad way.
So I learnt something interesting yesterday. So Elijah had his tongue, lip, and cheek ties cut, which I didn't even know you could have a cheek tie.
Yeah, same.
So that's wild. So his face is like square now.
Come out.
It's sick. I'm like, you look
pronounced jawline.
Yeah, I'm like, you look like your mother. Yes. That's what I've been hoping for. Blue eyes and square jaw. So yeah, that was really interesting. So as soon as he came out, the midwife was like, we potentially could have a tongue tie. It kind of looks like it. When you see osteo, have a look. He was like, oh, kind of think so. Then we had a lactation consultant come in. She was like, yeah, that's a tongue tie. So we booked at this place that does like laser. So it's like they shoot a laser and water at the same time, so the water numbs the pain. So it's not supposed to hurt. Yeah. And he wasn't upset when he came back, so I assume it didn't. He didn't really enjoy me like ripping his cheeks open but outside,
not many people would.
Amy didn't enjoy the dentist showing, so she did a demo on Amy.
Oh,
like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
Imagine having your face cut open.
Yeah.
The dentist is like, it's going to feel like for him you're ripping open a mouth ulcer.
That's great to know.
Yeah. Like,
Could have just lied.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's not going to feel
noisy.
it at all. Yeah,
He's
he just won't like your fingers in his mouth. You're like, sure, okay. Yeah.
So we had the lactation consultant that was like, it's definitely a tongue tie. She was like, I just had mine done. And she...
As in the lady did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As an adult. And she'd grown 2 inches. So she was like...
Fucking sign me up.
So pinned.
Sign me up. We'll get to 5'9", Ben.
Maybe. So she was so pinned down. Like, she's tall anyway. She's probably 5'10". But she was... Because of her tongue tie was so tight, it like locked her down. So when they undid it... So
how do you know?
That's my thing, right? Straight away, I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. Now, it's like when you... Like, everyone's got ADD. It's like when you hear the symptoms, you're like, oh, that's me. I have all of those things.
Fuck.
So, went through it, and she, like, looked at both of us, and she's like, oh, you both have them. And I'm like, really? So, I don't know if you've ever looked at the side profile of my dad or watched him eat. It's like...
Oh, yeah. I just thought that's what... He's not here. I just thought that's what happens to older people.
So... Progressively, in basically all the males in my family, it progressively gets worse. And Dad blames his eyes. So when he went, changed jobs...
Because he's got a...
He was like, he reckons he was on the computer, head forwards. But it's happening to me. So my lower cervical, upper thoracic spine is always jammed. Like I'm always like... If you watch podcasts closely, I'm always like trying to fucking pull this up. And I do it in the car all the time, and I can't lay on my back. I can't sleep on my back. I'm like, maybe. So I'm like, I'm just going to ask the lady while I'm there. Just like, because the consult's like $300. So I'm going to pay $300 to go in and be like, no, you're fine. Like, stop trying to steal your kid's thunder. Like, you're fine. And I was, Amy was just like, do you want to ask? Like, that was my in. I'm like, thanks, babe. And I lifted up my tongue, and she's like, oh, yeah, okay. That was her response. I was like, okay, so it definitely is a thing.
Right.
So I've booked in for May to get mine looked at.
Do they do it in the, like, look and cut it on the same day? Or?
I don't know with the adult ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it's a 9-week thing. Because I think you've got to do, like, more rehab as an adult.
Oh, like as in a 9-week, like, back to...
Yeah, because it's like, even for LJ, like, we have to... They won't treat you if you don't have like body work, like chiro or osteo or whatever. They're even like, when was the last time you saw him? Are you booked in? You need to go within 5 days. Like,
yeah, right.
You got to go do more shit, not just cut it and go home kind of thing.
Right.
But it's pretty wild. They have like pictures up there that like, so I did Invisalign. Similar, if not more dramatic transformations of teeth and mouth. Just from this stuff. So whatever rehab work that they do and the tongue tie stuff.
So
it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yours doesn't look like you have one at all.
Nah.
Yeah, yours. So like, if you push the bottom of your tongue.
We're looking at each other's mouths.
Yeah. If you like rub the bottom of your tongue, you have nothing there, which is wild to me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so.
Oh, we're Gucci. Fuck, man. That means I'm not going to get any taller.
Nah.
I'm gonna have to like stretch myself out somehow.
So I'm now like, so I'm watching Elijah, right? So he's never been able to sleep on his back. He can't settle himself. He only sleeps with us. Won't take a dummy. Overnight, all fixed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what
would happen?
What
to
is
me?
going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've always,
what could I get out of this?
I've always said like, once I get real pinned, obviously your breathing changes. So then, like, your anxiety levels change based on your posture and blah, 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 blah. And I've always said, like, I don't know if I get compressed because I'm stressed or I'm stressed because I'm compressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's a real chicken or the egg type situation.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, maybe if I release this and I'm more open, I'll be less stressed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's hope so.
And I can,
That's an easy fix.
It's fucking... Yeah, well, it's expensive, but
yeah.
It's easy in terms of...
Well, it's easy in terms of getting it fixed, not...
Correct, yeah. But yeah, so I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah,
so
big time.
I'm excited to be like, maybe I'll be able to grow a chest.
Oh, true.
Because if I'm here...
Yeah. Imagine
and then
that.
I can sit up.
Imagine that, like, you just get fucking... So then when you see everyone, like, with a small chest, you're like,
chest.
Just lift your tongue up for a second.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
You know how like you start to get you've been in it too long and you go crazy? That'll be my thing. So show me your mouth.
All right, quick break in the episode, guys. Just wanted to talk about coaching. So we at STCfit are committed to taking your body composition, training, performance, your health and well-being all to the next level. Our experienced team of coaches are ready to help you get the most out of yourself. You don't just have to be a powerlifter or a bodybuilder or an athlete. You just need to be somebody who knows that you have a lot of potential and want to reach it. And you can join the team by heading to the website, submitting a coaching inquiry form, and one of our coaches will get in touch with you. All right, let's get back to the episode. Yeah, I tell you what, I think I'm going a little bit crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's happened?
Because all I do now, all I do now is I think about things that people say, and then I look at both I try and
argue.
Sides.
Yeah. That's not crazy. That's good.
But I do it all the time, and I do it with myself. I sit there and I'm like...
That's called being a good critical thinker.
Yeah, okay. But I have these really serious conversations with myself for an extended period of time about it. And I'll write shit down, and then I'll go, all right, so I've got to be on the other side.
I do that a little bit.
Yeah. Mine are really intense, though. There's a lot of emotion in it.
What's the most recent one?
Like the mind muscle connection thing that we were talking about it last week.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to argue with myself about this.
Yep.
And I saw someone on the internet going like, I'm working on mind muscle connection today, and I was like, "Fuck, does that mean?"
Okay.
And so then I was like,
it's like a speed day.
I'm gonna get this person, but I've not heard this person in particular, but I was like, I need to argue.
I'm gonna fight with her in my own notes.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna fight.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna fight myself.
Yeah,
because that's only fair.
I do it all the time.
Because and then I was just like, I wonder if Yuri Balkin works on his mind muscle connection. Because trying to support my argument of leverage first, right?
Yeah.
So it's the elite level powerlifters are probably the greatest example of leverage is everything.
Yeah.
So he's not spending time feeling his muscles.
No.
He's
muscles. Feeling 350 kilos at fucking 80 kilo body weight or whatever it is.
350 kilos as a warm up. Yeah. He's working on leverage. So I was just intensely debating that, and then I was like, hang on, bro. I'm like, but you say to people a pump is important.
Yeah.
So then they got to feel that's feeling your muscle, and I was like, fuck, So then I was ranking all of this shit. I was like, okay, so this is more important than this, than this, than this, and I was and I was asking everybody what they thought of it. I was like, what does mind muscle connection mean to you? And then I was just feeling like I'm using my muscles.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so this person even who's saying on the internet, they can think anything.
Yeah.
What's a mind muscle connection?
And that, fuck, man, I reckon 95% of arguments in the fitness industry on the internet are based on someone having a different definition. Of what
I agree.
That word means.
So that's where I ended up at the end of it. I was like, well,
because our tension phase, that program.
Yeah, well, that's
that's working on muscle connection, right? It's learning to actually put yourself, but ironically, it's learning to put yourself in better positions so you can feel the target muscle. But it's you're not it's not the CT Fletcher thing. I command you to grow. It's it's not that, but it is that.
Yeah,
but it's not.
Yeah, and then I was so then I got extra crazy, and I was like, so now there's thresholds.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you there's a threshold of I need to slow things down and feel the muscle.
Yeah,
and you got to break through that threshold and use more load.
Agreed. Yeah, and it's
you don't want to get hung up on the
it's
the feeling all the time.
It's like the functional exercise, the veggie pasta sauce thing. It's I'm going to put a landmine press in your program. I know it's not good for hypertrophy, but it's going to keep your shoulders healthy, and that'll allow you to do more everywhere else. It's kind of like that. It's if you're focusing on my muscle connection today, I hope it's for a few weeks, not with the expectation that if I focus on my muscle to connection, I'm going to have a really good hypertrophy session. It's the thought process of if I focus on my muscle connection, my next hypertrophy session will be better. Because this is not an effective hypertrophy session.
Yeah.
It's the speed work for powerlifters.
Yeah.
It's not speed work. It's light and it's skill based. You can move faster because the load's lighter.
Yeah, because once it gets heavy, you're going to move slow.
Yeah, you're not producing fucking speed. Like you have with a barbell on your back. Like that's not it.
The force velocity relationship's against you on that one.
Yeah, but it works because you're training at a lower percentage load, which is more favorable to creating skill that you can then carry that skill over to a heavier load.
Is that the same as like, you know, when you see like the powerlifters warm up and they like fucking thrust the bar like 3 inches off their hips? Like
I was talking to Benny about that because he had a little bit of a soft lockout, and I was like, if you watch like some of the top guys, they'll actually fucking like hip thrust standing 200 kilos or whatever. From a skill standpoint, I don't agree with it because that's not how you deadlift. So if you're trying to drill a position, you're not adding intent to to how you're going to do the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So it's like, bring it back a little bit. So a lot of my clients, particularly in the deadlift, will move slowly because they think every deadlift they've ever seen is slow.
Yeah.
So they move slower.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah, I know.
So you need
by
to
design,
be...
the weight should move them slower. They shouldn't move...
Correct. You need to be as aggressive and as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah.
But the rep's still going to take 5 seconds.
Yeah. Do you think it's like a nervous system potentiation thing that they do, though?
So that's where it's like, well, cool. So I'm going to practice moving this barbell as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I can do that without it popping off my hips.
Yeah.
So I get maybe it's an intent thing that I need to think hips, not lift.
Yeah, because, well, wouldn't other things, if the bar gets away from you, there's other things that aren't locked in. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, if your lats aren't depressed and engaged, for lack of a better term, then the bar's getting away from you.
Yeah, so I would argue if you're able to punch a bar forwards off your hips at the top, your lats have released. You probably don't have like a solid lockout at the knee. And you've pushed the hips beyond extension that's required in the movement. So I'm just like, well, that's not practicing the movement. If it's a skill, like a cue, like hips. Like I'll literally yell that at my clients at comp. Everyone says up, I'm yelling hips. It's like leg press. Yeah. As soon as it gets 3/4... even 7/8 of the shin, like basically knee level, I'm like fucking hips.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Because when it's heavy, you forget. You're like, fuck, I've got to pick this up.
And you push even more from the ground.
Yeah, and then you round more. I'm just like, and that's, I've felt it in my own lifts where I've got stuck and it's like, you're trying to pick it up, just push your hips through and all of a sudden you can come through. So if you're practicing that in your warm-ups, then that makes total sense.
Yeah.
But it's not patterning what you're actually going to do, and it's not going to make your deadlift inherently better doing a movement that's a little bit different to the deadlift.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. How'd we get there? That was wild.
Don't know.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I know you want to talk about sleep, but we'll get to it. So you know how when I was at the gym, the dude left the weights on the Smith machine?
Yeah.
So the Smith machine at our gym must just be notorious for people leaving weights on it. So there was a lady yesterday using it, and I was going to use it, and she left 5 kilos each side, right?
I'm a smasher.
So,
Did you fight with her?
No, well, I didn't, but I was sitting there like just playing out morally what should be done.
Yeah.
Like, just because it wasn't heavy, I was like, I'll just take it off. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And then...
But it's the same behaviour.
But that's... Yeah. And then, she was training with her husband, like he was just close by, not together. And I was like, well, fuck, if I ask her to take the weights off, this dude comes over. Yeah. And it's like, I'm just going to end up fucking inadvertently fighting someone.
And we're at that gym.
Yeah.
Where it goes down.
Yeah. I don't reckon I would have got there because I was exceptionally bigger than this guy, but I just didn't want to anyway. Like, I don't want to, I could, choose what energy I decide to expend, and I wanted to do it solely on my workout. So I left it. But like the whole time I was so hung up on it. I was like, because it's like, there's the double standard though.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, of course there is.
It's like, one, because I'm going to be super intimidating to her.
Yeah.
I was like, I won't.
Yeah.
Because that like it never crossed my mind to do it. I was just thinking about the fact that I wasn't.
Yeah.
And what
It's interesting.
And is that acceptable?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, like old mate the other day, I was just like, nah, fuck this. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna leave this much weight on every machine, and I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
And it inconveniences me.
Yeah.
But then I was like, the concept's kind of still the same. Because
Yeah.
what if it was someone really strong?
Yeah.
And it was a lady or female or whatever they want to, identify as.
Chicks.
Yeah. Oh, well, like, then I'm going to be like, well, can you take the weights off?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Like, if the weights were, if this particular person was exceptionally strong,
Yeah.
and they left heaps of weights on, I'd be like, can you take the weights off?
It's interesting because even like we're being very general. I am. Women would generally be more conscientious.
Yeah.
And they would, on average, I would say, across the population, put weights away more often than men.
I would say so.
So, but then it's like for the ones that don't,
Yeah.
it's like it's only 5 kilos. I
It's
can
kind of like,
pick that up with my pinky finger, but
Yeah.
it's still annoying.
it's just not the wrong, it's wrong.
Yeah,
It's not the right thing to do.
It's not putting your trolley away. It's the same.
It doesn't matter how heavy it is.
throwing
it's
your
wrong.
rubbish out the window. It's just
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's shit behavior.
And I've got a thing for the weights at the moment.
Yeah,
It's my new thing. It's the new thing I've adopted in the gym.
yeah,
It's just like, put your fucking weights away.
yeah,
Yeah. But I'm not, that's not, like, she should put her weights away, right?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I would never go and say it to her, though.
Yeah,
Not me. That's too intimidating. But it's kind of not fair.
yeah, it's pretty scary.
But it's also kind of shit that I can't, if
I
that
agree.
makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I can't, and it's not like I'd ever do it like, you gonna put your weights away? I'd be like, oh, excuse me, if you're done with that, like, could you
Yeah.
take the weights off?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
she's gonna be like, "It's fucking 5 kilos."
Exactly.
And then,
she's
gonna
gonna
have to
see
be
me
like,
putting on
"Yeah,
like,
but it's a principle."
yeah, and then she's gonna see me putting on like way more weight. She's
Yeah.
like, this guy's a fucking
And
jerk.
then you're gonna have to just wear your Be Less shit shirt to the gym all the time.
And then the husband's gonna come over.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he's got to defend.
yeah,
his,
and he's
he-
gonna be like, "So
he's
why
got to
are you-"
defend the honor of his
Yeah.
partner, and I'm gonna fight over something that's gonna take me.
And then it's like that mansplaining thing. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
And I don't want to be the dude at the gym who's got multiple enemies. It's not a good place to be. You know.
fuck.
Yeah.
I watched a reel yesterday. This girl plays off. I think she plays off 3,
Yeah.
and she was filming herself at the range.
Oh yeah, and some dude. Yeah, I saw that.
It's like,
I've been
you
playing.
shouldn't
for
be
20
doing
years. I've been playing for 20 years. Yeah, I saw that.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck you know.
Yeah, and it just says in the caption, "Shut up."
I'm better than you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I've had. Yeah. I used to have that when I was younger. You have like the bigger dude.
Yeah.
Like, telling you
What to do?
to do stuff.
Yeah.
Good on
Interesting.
him.
Yeah.
Good on him. Yeah. I saw this dude like trying to hit a side chest at the gym, and then like I looked because like I just look.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I scared him.
Oh
Like,
no.
Yeah, because he
I
didn't-
hate that.
Yeah, I know, and I wanted to go over and like show him, like, bro, you got to go from this side,
Yeah,
twist and pop, And then when he saw that I saw him, like he was just so
Abort mission.
Yeah, he was kind of like
Yeah.
not it's like it's awkward. Like he was kind of like a bit shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, I just want to help you, man.
Yeah.
But I know you're terrified of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people like that in the gym where I train. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
take care of you.
I don't give a fuck. Here I am, like tripod in the mirror, fucking doing these ones and practicing my sides and my mandatories. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like,
you could do that in your gym for sure.
yeah, but like people still look. I'm like, well, if you got a problem, it's like, what? I come here solely
Yeah.
to make these muscles
Yeah,
bigger.
but it's like they probably look the same way you look. Like,
yeah, sometimes.
yeah,
But I don't mind anyway. Like if someone's like, oh, this guy's flexing muscles, like, this is literally why I'm here.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that's why I'm so comfortable with it.
yeah. I get it.
Like, yeah, because people would just be like, oh, he's a tosser. He's like, he's always flexing. It's like, well, if you're a bodybuilder, like,
That's your job.
that's all you're here for.
Yeah,
Is to
exactly.
make your muscles
Bigger.
look good when you
Yeah,
flex them.
and look that. Yeah, yeah. I've been training at. I've done a few sessions now at Broccoli Head Hour,
Yeah.
and how you always say to me like, the standard's not good, bro.
Yeah.
It's not. It's been a handful. It hasn't, like, to be fair, it's not like back in the Good Life days, right?
Mm.
It's still, the majority of the people in the gym move pretty well. But I've started to see some things.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what? And I do the argument thing too.
Yeah.
My default is like, there's got to be a reason why you're doing that. Even if it's wrong.
I just watch on TikTok.
Yeah, so there's a guy on the chest-supported, plate-loaded machine row with probably had 3 plates aside. Young fella, not small.
3 plates. It's pretty good. Okay. Sauce.
Probably like, I don't know, maybe 6, closer to 4 inches off the bump stops.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 inches of range of motion for...
Oh, like he's sitting upright?
Yeah, so here.
Yeah.
And then just...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Just unlock your phones if you want to see what I just did.
Good on you.
15 seconds.
Good on you, King.
Yeah, I'm just like... So my first response was like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? And then I was like, okay, that exact same process of, I'm going to argue this.
Yeah.
Like, what does he think he's doing? Yeah. Who's told him something that would make this make sense? Turns out he did his whole workout like that. So.
They just get hung up on the weight, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because there's different pockets.
I've just never been that guy.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean... That means nothing.
I know. But
I've just never been the person that didn't immerse myself in high intelligent fitness culture. Like,
I get it, but it's
this kid. So there's always pockets, right? So you got the weight makes weight crew.
Yeah.
Right. So the more weight.
Yeah.
So this is like, so they're the people that it gets like their elbows literally change like 10 degrees in terms towards flexion.
Yeah.
And they're back up.
Yeah,
you know, and they lift so much that they can't actually get any range of motion.
Yeah.
Leg press, same. Squatting, same.
Yeah.
You know, the rows are the same because they have the idea that weight on the thing doesn't matter how far you move that weight.
I guess there's a spectrum because
muscle.
I'm not against the dirty rep, and I have like when I say I've never been that guy, like I fucking have swung some dumbbells for some curls.
I love some dirty reps.
Like 100%.
Just make sure the first 75% of your set is kind of good.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, that's why I don't.
So just the thought of like, it's like that's not the exercise anymore.
Yeah. That when
if he had have like been ripping it and like throwing his chest into the pad and it
there's not enough range of motion.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You just want to move a fuckload of weight. I'm about it. Good on you. When you get hurt, you'll stop. Like something will break and you'll be like, oh, I can't train like a dickhead, and then you'll change it. But this like weird, like someone's told you to do that for some.
I don't reckon.
It's like, so because of where I am, what I settled on was someone told him that it'll help with football. So it's like a train fast twitch muscle fibers or something, and just be like, bah, 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 bah.
Maybe.
I'm like, that's where
I've seen some shit, man. Like even at the gym, there's this like old dude that trains, and like he literally does like 1/8 of a rep on everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, so like,
maybe he has arthritis, Jace.
Fuck, he moves around like he doesn't. It's like as soon as you go down in a rep to the point where it's gonna remotely get hard, that's what they.
Yeah.
That's and I like intensely watch these people. I'm like, why do you? Because I also then go, well, why do you stop here instead of here or here or here?
Yeah.
Like, why do you just stop there?
Yeah.
So here I am, like just like trying to work out life's greatest problems in between my rest periods, like staring at people, like. And this dude is literally like an inch.
Yeah.
And I was like, how fucking effective. I mean, load bearing at his age is probably good enough, like to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's the same premise though. It's like if I just put enough weight on and I move it, I still feel my muscles working.
Yeah.
So it's going to get a good result.
Yeah. I remember, how do I explain this? I went to the gym with someone who we used to always say like, oh, all these bodybuilders in my gym all think they're fucking top shit. And he was a cop, so but like that cop.
Yeah.
You know that cop?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, all these fucking... I was super small at the time, but trying to get massive.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, all these fucking... They got these big muscles and shit, and I'll go out and there, I fucking outlift them every single time with everything. Like, all right. So we're all family trip away, went and trained. I was like, oh, that's why you fucking outlift everyone.
Yeah, because
you don't do it.
Yeah, because you range of motions. Yeah. I remember...
and that's why they're all bigger than you.
I used to have this dude. Remember I used to tell you that guy used to follow me around?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Like, never wanted to knock someone who I've never met harder in my life. Like, it got to the point where he wouldn't even just follow me, like, do the exercise after I've finished. He was doing it in between my sets.
Working in with you.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, and like, so if I was like, you know, logging my weights on my phone or just like, you know, doing whatever, he'd just walk up and he'd just look at me and go, he'd just do this thing and then just like point at the machine and he'd always put more weight on. And he'd always do like a half rep or something. And I was just like, oh man, like, I shouldn't care about this as much as like I do.
Yeah,
It's like, I want to hurt this person. I was like, this is just all ego.
Yeah.
Like, he just walked in the gym and gone, that's the guy today.
Yeah.
And then just like followed me around and shit.
Yeah.
So fucking weird when you think about it.
It's hilarious. There's if you ever listen, shouts out, bro. All respect. There's a trainer at the gym that I train at, young fella, and he just reminds me of me so much. Pretty introverted, doesn't really say hello, tatted. I don't know if he's trying to get massive. I think that's kind of the goal watching his training. But like has the QR code up and the leg training technique session and like really trying, putting out a newsletter, like fucking showing up. Like I said, if you ever do watch it, 100% respect to what you're doing. I remember being his age, his size, and in depth with training as much as he is. And I know what I would have thought of me at that age.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this fucking old cunt. He doesn't know what's going on. Like, come here. Let me fix this for you. Let me fix this for you. And I'm just like, man, I'm a dad just here to lift weights. Leave me alone. Like, just because I know he follows me on Instagram and he would see like the post and it's like, oh, business coaching and programming workshops and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm better than this guy. Like I just know I would have felt that. Yeah. And because he reminds me of me, I'm like, I bet you do. Yeah. So whenever I'm training and he's around, I'm like, fuck, just leave me alone. Don't watch me.
Yeah.
It's just a huge mirror from me at that age. It's wild.
With the, how long's your sleep thing?
All right.
So with the rep technique, how we were talking about the sloppy ones. Yeah. Because you said it before, you don't mind a couple of grindy ones, and I said I do too. Yeah. That's kind of where I disagree to an extent with like making standardizing the reps all the time. Yeah. Like you see the carousels on Instagram where it's like how to progress your weights. And I've done it. Yeah. Where it's like you've got to standardize the rep. Yeah. And the intensity and all of that. Yeah. However, I still think in practicality in the real world, sometimes to break through the next kind of weight or, intensity level echelon, we'll call it, a little bit of grindiness kind of has to go down, you know?
Yeah, and I think even like time and place in the program, time and place in the workout, time and place in the exercise, like... Absolutely. Yeah, it's for me, it's always like last set, best set, maybe worst set, hardest set. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's like, is the last set the best one when you actually think about it? Yeah. It's like the first one should be the best, right?
It depends what your definition
and
is,
how you
right?
set yourself up. Yeah.
It's like if I have
Here we go. We're going to start to fuck with my mind now.
Yeah. So for example, both the young PTs there are quite good and they're very form focused and all of that.
Awesome.
And I'm hyper aware of it too. And because I know they both know I'm a trainer and I've worked with a couple of people in the gym as well, I know that they pay attention. So I was doing fucking your stupid 15 rep shit yesterday.
Just another day in the gym, yeah, sure.
I was doing side raises. It's like by the last set.
Did you have the sickest pump ever though?
Yeah. You saw the photo. Huge. Like the last sets, like they're starting to get...
The hips are getting involved.
The last 3 to 4 are starting to get a little bit of a...
Absolutely.
I'm either half repping this or I'm giving it a bit of a bump.
Yeah.
Something's happening, and I'm not walking the other side of the gym to get lighter weights. So and just in my head, I was thinking like, fuck, like I know these are bad, but they're useful. It's okay. Yeah. I have a conversation with myself even.
Yeah, I kind of have the the spectrum of like, you know, white, grey and black. So it's like black is a bad rep.
Yeah.
In terms of technique. Grey is like, you know, you don't want to dance in there too often.
Agreed.
And then, white is, you know.
I think the line in the sand is like, is it still effective? So like if you're half pressing...
Yeah, it's like how much momentum are you generating just to move the weight? Like your muscles, the target muscle has to do something, right?
If you're doing an incline press that's flat back, feet up, targeting the upper chest, and your last 2 reps you arch, I'm okay with that.
You'd like drop your feet a bit. And
it's like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I agree.
If you start doing half reps, might as well fuck that up.
If you swing your side raises from the first rep,
it's
like, probably could have dropped the weight a bit.
Not done that.
Yeah, like the last 2 or 3... I think it's still some validity there. Again, it's like there's a spectrum where it's like a little bit of momentum's okay. Yeah. But if you're like fucking, full flexed hip and then just like power up to like, almost full hip extension, it's like, you just turn the side raise. A lot of that. You just turn the side raise into a functional exercise.
Yeah, you may as well do those deadlift hip thrusts that we were talking about before.
Yeah. Did you see that hip thrust machine that Brett Contreras had on his Instagram?
No.
Bro, this thing's fucked. So I think he's doing some kneeling hip thrust study.
Yep.
And so there's an apparatus where it goes over your shoulders, right? And it's got a weight plate thing. Yeah. So this thing looks like a fucking...
God, I hope a lot of people watch this on YouTube.
Yeah, bro. So, and then you put the weights on, and so she's kneeling.
Right.
She's kneeling back.
So the weight pole is on your pelvis.
Correct.
Yep.
And then the weights are on.
Yep.
And then because you have to go into like knee flexion on the ground.
Yep.
And then you have to go into hip flexion.
Yep.
And then to thrust, to obviously move the weight, and you got to lean back. So this lady is thrusting the air, right? And I was like, surely. I didn't go into the comments, but I got it shared to me.
Yeah.
And the consensus was that every male does this every Saturday night.
Body weight. Just getting some body weight reps in.
Oh, fuck. God. It was just like, it's not it.
I wonder if people would even use it. Because it's like it's lucky that the hip thrust has got as popular as it is.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a no eye contact exercise.
Telling someone to do a hip thrust like 5-8 years ago, people are like, no. Not. Back when we were like, hey, come off the treadmill and into the gym. Like when that culture was around, imagine doing that, come into the gym and now fuck the sky. Like with a barbell. It's wild.
Bro, this is like, you got to see it. It's fucked, man. And he's just so like nonchalantly like explaining like the results.
Yeah, what do you do? Do you make light of it?
Yeah, or do you just like forget
and just pretend? No, this is normal. We're just pretending this is normal.
It's not a complementary movement pattern.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to be like thrusting the air. Like she's fucking it's not it.
Yeah. The healing movement's weird.
It might activate the glutes in a way that maybe no other movement doesn't. People maybe want to go down that route to hypertrophy their glutes, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways to do it.
Yeah. Squat and hinge. Yeah. All right.
It's wild. You got to find it. You got to find it, Tam, for the podcast.
Yeah.
You got to put it in there.
We need to get that TV. Get the JMO.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
JMO, get it up.
Yeah. So I have a heap of shit to talk about, but we were going to talk about sleep.
We are supposed to talk about sleep. So this is the episode I'm sending to my clients. I'm just going to about sleep. I'm just going to have to be like timestamp.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So welcome to all my clients that have skipped the banter. You missed out.
You made a sleep resource.
I did.
First, let's start with the motivations for it.
I had a child.
I knew it. It's like becomes a dad, makes a sleep resource.
It's like, what of all the things that I've forgotten about sleep that are now really important because I can't just sleep 9 hours a night?
Yeah, because I took all this for granted.
Yeah.
For 33 years.
Yeah. Then it's like it's funny, even writing it, I was like, fuck, these are just such ingrained habits now I don't think of them.
Yeah.
What actually, a big part of it was one of my clients... I just made a simple change with her like routine before bed and literally like went from undulating weight on average pretty much stagnant to losing 400 grams a week.
Yeah.
Just from pre-sleep routine. I was like, okay, like
this is the thing.
Highly stressed human, fixing that element alone changed the outcome.
Yeah.
Does that mean that she ate differently, maybe?
Absolutely.
But like that direct intervention,
there's a lot of benefits.
Created an outcome. But what I did do that I haven't done in the past, so when we went down the sleep rabbit hole, what would that be? 2015, 16, something?
When the sleep book came out, what was it? Whatever it's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
Circadian code or some shit, is that what it's called?
Something like that.
Yeah. Why we sleep? There's a couple.
Yeah. I only looked at to get bigger.
Absolutely.
It was just like, how do I sleep to build the most amount of muscle and recovery and all that.
It was like your muscles grow. Your muscles grow when you sleep.
Yeah.
So you're like,
so how do I sleep good? And I was like, there's growth hormone and all blah blah blah.
Have
like it was all
9 grams of H&B post workout with 100 grams of carbs, and you'll sleep like a fucking baby.
Very, very well. So a couple of things that I've put in the resource that now I have to actually take from a Word doc to a PDF that people could download and put it on the internet. So I've got 2 weeks, I think, to do that.
Sweet.
So pressure's on. Go to the link in bio.
Just copy one of the guides we have and just change the text.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because I'm not making the fucking guide.
And also we now have ChatGPT, so I might have leveraged some interesting facts out of there as well.
Awesome. Highly validated.
At the end of the day, really, I watched one of the lead scientists from what's the watch thing?
What, Apple Watch?
Nah, like the
Aura Ring
watch. That doesn't even have a watch on it. Fuck. I can't remember what it is.
Is it
all the athletes wear it?
I don't know. I only know Aura Ring. Is it called? Is it the Whoop?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Fuck me. My brain just went.
Saved the segment.
That was painful. That hurt me. That hurt me a lot.
Tam, cut that awkward silence
out. She was on Model Wisdom, and it was one of the best podcast episodes that I've watched from a factual, informative, you're going to listen to this and go make change that I've heard in a really long time. Very, very good. So I send it to all my clients, but it's like 2 hours, 3 hours. Don't go and watch it. So
we just want the meat and nuts, bro.
I was like, okay, we've got 20 minutes left in the episode. Yeah, this is it.
I've set this up for you guys. You're welcome.
But yeah, so some stuff outside of the performance thing, which I thought was really interesting, particularly for the people we work with. Not just to get in shape, what they do in the rest of their life as well. So it makes you smarter, Jace.
Absolutely.
Did you know sleep makes you smarter?
I do. It increases your cognitive performance.
40% claimed, up to 40% improvement in learning and innovation. So more creative.
You get a better transmission of short-term memory into long-term memory.
Yeah. And also with the innovation stuff, it's and I know this anecdotal, when stress load's high, creativity is really low. So if you can balance that ledger a little bit more, you've got way more space to be creative, which is really interesting. The innovation one stood out to me. I knew the learning one, and I know it's pretty late in the sleep cycle too. Yeah. It's one of the end ones. Leadership. Leaders with good quality sleep have a 45% higher approval rating from their teams.
Probably because they're not.
They're not assholes.
Because they have more willpower to say
tolerate everyone else's shit.
To not yell at you.
Like me messaging you during the week, I'm really tired. Is this real, or do we not need to do this? And you're like, let's not make a decision based on that right now.
Yeah. That's more what we want to see more of in 2024 is less emotional reactions.
I actually said I had the same conversation with Jess, and I was like, I messaged Jace hoping he would talk me down, and then he got angry too, and then I was like, well, now I'm really angry.
And I reflected on that and realized, and then I was like, I don't want to be emotional about it. Let's talk about this later. There's like a 15-minute time
cycle
between last message or second last message and last message. I was like, hang on a minute, I was really really toxic then. Yeah.
Go.
That fucking rolled me up. So
high performance in athletics and physical activity experience a 17% improvement in endurance and overall performance with optimal sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like high performers. So that's high level athletes that have a measurable performance goal.
Yeah.
17% improvement with good sleep.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
That's just overall in the thing that they do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think endurance is the one that they've studied the most. So it's like you're going to run a 10K.
Go make sure you get.
If you sleep properly, you run it 17% faster.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. It's a big difference.
Yeah, it's tough too because like
at that level,
if you're not a seasoned competitor, like obviously that's talking about at the top. Like you get a bit nervous and you don't usually sleep the night before.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're so shit at golf because we're so excited the night before we can't
Maybe
sleep
that's
properly.
what it is.
I don't know. I've had a few times where I'm like, oh, I can't wait for tomorrow. It's like Christmas, you know, like golf with the boys.
Hanging out with the lads.
Yeah, and then first drive is fucking into the water.
Yeah, fuck this. You want to just go to the pub?
Yeah.
The $150 we spent on the round, we could have just
I'm
went.
blaming on the sleep then. See, I've got another thing to blame.
Here's what we just talked about. So, decision making. Sleep-deprived individuals are 4.2 times more likely to make errors in judgment.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, absolutely.
Relationships. High-quality sleep is linked to improved emotional intelligence, with individuals reporting a 20% increase in empathy and interpersonal skills.
Your boy needs a lot of sleep then.
Just up it to 10, please, Jace.
Do you get any of it? Do you get more of it if you sleep? Can you fill your cup? You make your cup bigger? It's 20% of zero.
Yeah, just learn. If you sleep enough, you'll just learn empathy.
Yeah. Well, like, what's 20% of zero if you have none?
Do you ever have like real thoughts of like?
Do you ever have feelings?
Basically, the opposite. Do you ever have a thought of just like, fuck, I have some like I'm a bit. What's the word I'm looking for?
An asshole?
Yeah, but the formal word for that.
Yeah, I get it.
Like a sociopath.
Yeah.
Like you have sociopathic tendencies, and you're like, fuck, am I? Am I pretending to be a person, or am I really a person?
No, you've got to, because sometimes it's there. So surely it's
well, that's, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was like...
And sometimes I think that too, and I'm like, yeah, but sometimes I have it. So it's just like...
So I literally had this thought yesterday. So the first, like, rehab thing I did for Elijah, fucking bawled. Like, just because I knew I was hurting him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. So I do have
feelings,
like real empathy. It's there.
Yeah.
Not a total sociopath.
You're just very selective when you use it.
Only for my son and fuck everyone else.
Yeah. If it doesn't involve Steph, I'm just like, it's kind of unfortunate
that's
for
bad
you.
For you, sucks.
Yeah. It's been a couple of times that you and I have just watched people cry like,
Yeah, you get.
Do you need a minute?
You get immune to it. Yeah.
Do you need a minute?
Yeah, but it's usually that a lot of that time's like you're playing again.
Yeah.
That's just been around long enough.
You and I. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you're only here because you want to get. This is a good line, Ben. I like this. Maybe you're just here because you want to look hotter, and no sleep can help. So now we talk about the training stuff. So hormone fuckery, I called it. So ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, increases by 15%.
Yeah.
And leptin, the satiety hormone, decreases by 15% with sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, I'm fucking starving right now.
Yeah.
Where I'm normally not after the meal that I've had.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
So the desire to eat
goes up.
The drive to eat goes up, and then the desire to
down.
Satiate yourself goes down.
Yeah.
It's not a good mix.
Not good when energy balance is the determining factor of body composition.
Absolutely. Especially if you're in a diet too phase trying to get shredded.
Naps.
Fucking doomed because the more shredded you are, the worse sleep you get.
Correct. Naps. 90-minute naps. Muscle loss. Individuals on calorie-restricted diet with insufficient sleep lost 55% more muscle mass.
Do you reckon that's on untrained people?
Did it?
Because it's a fucking heap of muscle.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
It's not like you lost 50% of your muscle. It's like the amount of weight that they lost.
Yeah, so like a normal cut.
No, I'm just trying to explain to the people because to the untrained person, they're like, oh my God. Yeah, 50. Half my muscles are going to drop.
I'm going to be fucking 50 kilos.
It's like
again.
if they lost 3 kilos, 1.5 kilos of that is non-contractile.
So
it's
when you do your like natty deficits,
Yeah.
how much per kilo of weight loss do you attribute to muscle loss? 10%?
I think it's like 20.
20%.
No, it's not muscle loss. It's non-contractile protein loss.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different.
So you think 10?
Because they lose... And
10 of that is actual muscle?
So this is where
you can't quantify it, right?
Well, when they say muscle loss too, it's probably not just muscle because you lose collagen and proteins and connective tissue and stuff. So they're just going, if it's not fat, it's muscle.
Yeah.
So it's contractile, non-contractile. That's what they should actually say.
So we could say...
So it's not actually...
You're allowing 20%. That could be closer to 40%, which means you're not losing that much fat.
If you read, is it Fat Loss Forever by Lane Norton?
Yeah.
So it's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like 20%.
The actual amount, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like just average across the...
Yeah, so that would mean instead of 20%, it's 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, if you think of it the other way, it's 10% less fat per kilo that you lost, which is devastating.
Agreed. It's still way more than it could be if you slept better.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sleep-deprived individuals are more likely to consume extra calories, particularly from high-fat and high-carbohydrate foods. Mm-hmm. Studies have reported, so this comes back to that hormonal thing, increases range from 300 to 500 extra calories per day for individuals with poor sleep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're stressed, you've got less willpower,
yeah,
and your ability to make decisions is impeded, and then you have a greater drive to eat more and a suppressed drive to eat less.
Yeah.
It's the perfect fucking storm.
Yeah, and I know in my current kind of environment, you also get the can't be fucked.
I must be really tired. I'm eating a lot of hot cross buns at the moment.
And then the low friction foods are easy.
Oh.
They're high calorie. So it's like I can have fucking 6 hot cross buns. I can have, you know what I mean? I can grab the thing.
Yeah,
or it's like, hey, do you want to have a poke bowl for dinner? Or do you want to get
it's
Macca's?
Like so insurmountable a simple task that you did every other day because you aren't tired.
Yeah.
You're like, I mean, maybe not yourself because making a normal meal is hard for you. But it's like, how's this bloke the other day? I'm going to get the chicken. I've got to cut up the veggies. Like,
that's too much. It's too much.
But like, if someone did that every day and they were tired one day, like that becomes insurmountable though.
Agreed.
Like that becomes a task that's too hard.
Yeah.
So then they're just like, fuck it, we'll just get Subway, and then gets a foot long and it ends up becoming like 1,000 calories.
It's fucking delicious.
Absolutely.
And if I'm
a big fan of a sandwich, a good sandwich.
If you get a chicken fillet,
that's
foot long Subway, you can't not get a cookie.
Well, see.
You can't
all
not,
of these,
bro. And then
so I can.
If you're going to have a cookie, you got to have a big
I
M.
get 6-inch with double meat, so I get the protein.
You're doing it wrong. You get the foot long.
Calorie crunch.
And it's a little bit spicy, so the cookie afterwards is nice and soft and sugary. And
there's no chicken fillet here, man.
Perfect.
You may as well get Macca's if you eat chicken fillet.
And then, with the cookie, you need a big M.
Yeah, see, you got to
turn it into 1,000 calories straight away.
Yeah, you're the example. You're speaking to yourself.
It's a skinny bed. That was my...
That'll get you to 100 kilos.
That was my lunch break from junior cricket to senior cricket on the drive. That was standard meal.
Yeah, there's more Subways than there are, like, Macca's, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
In Australia or globally?
I think globally. Or maybe America.
Wow.
Yeah, it's still a useless throwaway.
I'll put that in here.
Yeah.
Sure. Fewer gains. Adequate Sleep showed muscle mass gains in response to resistance training. The exact percentage increase can vary. I fucking yelled at, this is why it's explained this way, because I yelled at ChatGPT. I said, you're not giving me a percentage. You're just saying stuff.
Yeah, well, they don't have...
Tell me by how much.
There's not enough information.
Yeah, you're just saying words.
But they wouldn't... I don't actually think they'd have a lot of data for that stuff.
The exact percentage increase can vary, but some studies have reported 20 to 30% greater increases in muscle mass with optimal sleep compared to sleep-restricted conditions.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Quick break in the episode, guys. If you're looking for more information on how you can look, feel, and perform better, head over to our website, take advantage of all of the content that we have there, even the YouTube channel, there's plenty of videos and stuff on there. Also, rotating free resources that you guys can access completely free. Okay, let's get back to the episode.
Ready? How to fix it. How to get good sleep.
I've been waiting this whole time.
Awesome. We've only got 8 minutes.
Don't eat off chicken the night
Got
before.
11 points in 8 minutes. No pressure.
Smash
What
it.
would your number one be? If someone said to you, what's one thing I could do to improve my sleep? What would you do?
I think the first thing I would do is make my sleeping environment actually desirable.
Oh, we've got an environment first.
Yeah. Well, it's like if you don't want to go to your bed because it's shit and your room sucks and it's too bright and all that shit, it's like, well, there's no desire. It doesn't matter what you do if the environment sucks.
Yeah. See, Tam, you're going to have to ditch that new mattress you got. No good.
I can lie on it for a couple of weeks and then just
Soften
flatten it for you. Yeah. I said to Steph last night, I'm like, I don't fucking like this mattress. I'm like, it fucking hurts my hips and my back. And Steph's like, yeah, it's not that great. And I'm like, hang on a minute. I'm like, I'm about 15 kilos heavier than when we bought it.
Yeah. Oops.
I'm always like tossing and turning and shit. I'm like, it's too fucking soft.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go environment first.
Yeah. So I would go sleep wake time.
Yep.
So I can't remember the exact stat from the Whoop
Sleep wake time
data.
is super important.
So they did it with military personnel, and they deliberately moved their sleep wake time.
Yeah.
And basically, some effect at 60 minutes, really high effect at 90 minutes.
Yeah.
If you change your, it decreases your performance exponentially.
Absolutely.
If you also within that, if you're awake between the hours of 11 and I think it's 4 a.m. for 2 hours, more than twice a week, you're considered a shift worker. So if you go out every weekend, and then one other night you're up till midnight, 1 a.m. playing video games or whatever,
Tuesday night to lose.
You have the same negative health consequences, which are in fucking insane as a night shift worker.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like nothing worse for you than
being awake at night time.
A night
Well,
shift
it's not
worker.
supposed to be awake at night time.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
So within 60 minutes is your goal. So you want to be within 60 minutes is your goal. So you're going to go
of your wake time.
Yeah, or both. So if you're gonna, if 10 p.m.'s bedtime, you've got either by 9, latest
9 to 11,
you got to be asleep,
and then 6 to 8 if you wake up at 7.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And outside of that, you'll get
we cause like jet lag.
Lots of negative impact.
Yeah. That's why like sometimes Steph's like, oh, I need to sleep in on the weekend. I'm like, no, you don't.
Yeah, you're actually better to nap.
Yeah, she sleeps in on the weekend and naps.
Yeah.
But I usually just wake her up.
Yeah.
Inadvertently by me getting up because I'm just like 7:30. I'm like, the day's getting away from me.
I'm bored. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amy used to do that to me too. Natural light exposure within 30 minutes of waking is tip number 2.
Yeah.
There is definitely a biochemical impact of doing that.
Absolutely. Light degree through the eyeball is super, super important. It can work with you and against you, though.
Yeah, but I also think that there's value in the habit of
going outside.
Not waking up, opening your phone, getting in the car, getting on your computer. Do you know what I mean? Just like having a fucking shit
it just fucking sucks. Like, if you wake up and it's dark, though, like that's hard.
It's hard.
That's a shit
it's limiting
tip,
for sure.
You know,
for that, it's really easy right now because daylight savings.
Well, even it's getting darker now, earlier though.
Yeah, it's dark when I drove here today.
Yeah, so it's like that one for me is important, but it goes down the pecking order in terms of practicality. Like it might be the most effective, you know what I mean? But it's like for most people who get up and drive to the city, or maybe they go to gym at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, it's tough.
It might be it might stress them out going, oh fuck, I don't get it.
Yeah. So the note I'd have written in this blog is like, do all the things that you can.
Yeah, and do...
There's 11 of them, right? If you can do 4, it's going to make it better.
And like, make sure you go outside at some point during the day.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't have overhead lights all the time at every hour of the day. Like, be indoors, you know?
So, probably should have prefaced this at the start. All of these tips pretty much aid and support the circadian rhythm. Yeah, which is basically the relationship between your stress hormones and your rest hormones.
It's all the stimuli that it's your body's reacting with to regulate when you should be alert and when you should be rested.
Yeah, and if you think about it, if you're Jason, not camping, but like stayed in a cabin away from light pollution,
camping
or camping or something like that, it's something like within first day, everyone will fall asleep within 20 minutes of each other.
Yeah,
if you remove all stimulus. So if we all just went out, no phones, no nothing, had the fire, it's like everyone would be asleep within 20 minutes of each other. without caffeine or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of a bit of a clue. It's like, how do you get close to that as you can?
You always wake up super early when you camp too.
Yeah, with the sun. Pretty much.
You kind of, it gets dark early, so you go to bed early, and you're just literally going with the
sun. Yeah, like we're supposed to.
Yeah. Well, they've done studies where like they've put people in like dark rooms, and I think they did it with like they put people in caves.
Yeah.
And they actually didn't know when to go to bed.
Yeah.
And they ended up going to bed later every night.
Yeah, it fucks you up.
Yeah, that because they had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
They're just like, okay, let's go to sleep now.
We have really good blinds that are like almost blackout, not quite, because we have the double layer. And I actually have to leave. I leave mine up like 3 inches.
Yeah, okay.
Because it pulls all the street light out.
You could wake up at like 10 a.m.
But yeah, I find if it's closed, it's way harder to get out of bed because it's like the room's dark. Of course. I don't wanna. Yeah. So circadian rhythm, more alert, potentially means you need less caffeine, which will obviously pushing that caffeine is going to affect your sleep later on as well. Yeah. 8,000 steps on training days, and then I recommend more non-training days. More
steps?
Yeah.
Is that just because you feel like it, or
just to drive output?
Okay.
So the notes I've put in here. So one of the biggest impacts of exercise for people with their sleep is like a reduction of anxiety.
Yeah.
One of the most common reasons people can't sleep is anxiety.
Yeah.
So if you don't exercise through the day, you go to bed anxious, and you can't sleep, and your sleep quality is shit, and it's everything kind of goes to shit. So the other thing I would sort of look at is if I'm pushing steps, for me, it means someone's probably going outside. So it's exposure to light, it's downtime, it's all of that.
A lot of
those other
side benefits that you get from it, right?
Correct, stress sort of stuff. Reduces the time to fall asleep through regulation of cortisol, helps with temperature regulation. So that's activity in general. So if you exercise through the day, it helps with temperature regulation. So if you're too hot or whatever when you sleep, it's obviously a problem. But if you ever done a big leg day and gone to bed fucking lighting the doona on fire. And then I just put a little one in there as like walking is the GOAT rehab exercise. Less pain, better sleep.
I like it.
Keep caffeine under 150 milligrams per day and cut it off by 2 p.m. He says with 50 milligrams of modafinil this morning. So people don't understand this, right? And when you say half-life, we go like, yeah, half-life. But most people don't actually realize what a half-life means.
Yeah.
So if caffeine has a half-life up to 5 hours, meaning if you have 100 milligrams of caffeine at 3 p.m., at 8 p.m., you'd have 50 milligrams.
Yeah.
Then at 1 a.m., you'd still have 25 milligrams of caffeine circulating.
Yeah,
which for context is, I think, a can of Coke.
I thought a can of Coke was a little more, to be honest.
It might be closer. I think like a large Pepsi Max is like 70, and that's 600 mil. So 35-ish for a can.
Yeah.
So it's not far off. And you're like, how many people go for a can of Coke in the afternoon for a buzz?
Yeah. How many people have fucking one of these pre-workouts now, like fucking Disorder and shit?
Correct. So then it's like, if you have a look at, so like a Monster is 150 on its own.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are having that at 4 p.m. on the way to the gym.
A little bit of Mesomorph in the car back in the day. That shit was hectic.
Let's go. Texting my clients at 5 a.m. I haven't been to sleep yet because I had pre-workout. So having pre-workout for your PM sessions, like having a double shot of coffee at 10 p.m. Like if you have a...
Yeah, well,
there's still so much in your system.
Some of the servings like 200 to 400 grams.
Yeah, man. Wild.
200 to 400 milligrams.
So 2 to 3 coffees or one, and that's shots of coffee. If you have fucking mud, then that's multiple coffees.
Yeah.
2 to 3 coffees or one energy drink or one pre-workout. All done before 2 p.m.
Yeah.
If you nap, keep them to either 20 minutes or 90 minutes and wake before 3 p.m.
Yep.
Seems pretty...
Because you go through the sleep cycles if you do either within that, and then you wake up feeling shit because your body's going through these processes that it needs time to perform. And
so basically between the 20 and 80 minute mark, you're in deeper sleep. That's going to suck when you wake up.
Yeah, that's when you wake up and you're like, what
planet am I on?
Where the fuck am I? Yeah.
It's
the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep your bed for sex and sleep only.
Yep.
So it's an
All about
associated
that.
behaviour
Absolutely.
when you go
Don't
to
live
bed.
in your bed. Yeah.
Turn off overhead lights 60 minutes before bed.
Yep.
Again, this triggers that. Like when you're camping, overhead light means sun's up.
I'm going to look up some studies that show that having sex more often improves your sleep. I'm like,
100%
you having trouble
100%
sleeping, babe? I can take care of this for you.
100%. Let me help.
I can do it for you.
Let me help.
I'll do it for you.
Yep. Turn off screens 30 minutes before bed. Include your phone.
That's very generous of you.
30? You go longer.
Oh, no. Well, I don't. I play fucking Call of Duty and then go to bed. Like, I mean, I do because... I don't know. I'm a different cat, man. I literally can start drooling. I start fucking drooling and shit while I'm lying in bed. And and then I just put my phone down. And I just pass out.
So I would be curious to know what your quality of sleep would be like if you didn't.
Absolutely, way exponentially better. Yeah.
So if you are in a situation that you have all the other stuff that's chaos, life stress, etc., etc., and you're not optimizing all that, it's pretty easy to just fucking turn the TV off.
I'm a real I've dotted all the other I's, and then the last one that I need to dot is that one. So I'm I'm doing enough, and then it's gonna watch what happened in the Formula One overnight.
So overhead lights 60 minutes, screens 30 minutes. Keep your room cold.
Yeah, it was
ideally under 20 degrees.
18, I think it's 18 degrees optimal temperature,
Yeah. So, I read a few. It was 17, 18. Yeah. It was the consensus was under 20.
Yeah. I think it should be under the temperature that you feel hot.
Agreed.
Because you and I are notoriously run on higher temps. I'm always fucking in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So 19 degrees for me could be hot. So
Agreed.
It's you just want to be in a position where you just feel cool enough for your brain to shut down and actually do what it's supposed to do and cleanse overnight.
It's funny. I can set my Oola to a temperature. So the Oola's the opposite of a hot water blanket.
Yeah. Does it go both ways?
Yeah. Yeah. So I usually just have it set to low, which it'll get about 17, 18.
Yeah.
And the first couple of weeks when Elijah came, I wasn't training very much, maybe twice a week.
Yes,
And then when I was training, it was more cardio based than weight training. So I was waking up at 3 o'clock,
freezing.
wanting a t-shirt, and I was turning it up to 21. Still felt nice, and then 22.
Isn't it amazing how you just get hot with the weight training?
Bro, started lifting again. I'm it's 18 and I'm hot. Yeah.
No one understands unless you have it.
Yeah,
unless it happens to you.
Yeah,
That's all it just doesn't get it.
I actually have to aim my fan at the Oola to cool the Oola so the water gets colder so I'm comfortable. It's a fucking whole thing, bro.
Let's chuck a few ice cubes.
Yeah, when it's real, it's fucked. My bedroom when it's hot.
Yeah.
So if we don't have a splitty, we only have a splitty in the main room.
Yeah,
so I have the fan in the bedroom on suck.
Yeah,
so on reverse.
Yeah.
To try and pull air in, and so it's not on your face, because if it's on your face, you feel sinusy and shit the next day. Definitely can't have it with Elijah. Then I have a pedestal fan that runs onto the Oolas, and then I have the Oolas.
It's a setup.
I am global warming. It is I am the problem.
Yeah. It's not a carbon-friendly home.
But I sleep really well.
Yeah. Hey, it's important. All those things we spoke about earlier.
Last couple a little bit different. Write a to-do list. Anxiety fucks with your sleep.
Yeah.
Looping thoughts create anxiety. Lists stop loops. Therefore, lists improve sleep.
Yeah, look, I must admit, I woke up because I was a little bit cold because we left the aircon overnight. But then my mind started. I need to do this. Yeah. I got to onboard this client. I got to make this program. I got to do this person. And then I tried to go back to sleep, and then I was like, I should just get up and do all this shit.
Just write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also found with the Kindle, because no blue light.
Yeah.
When I get that, I read.
Yeah.
Because it distracts my mind enough, and the anxiety comes down, and I get sleepy. I usually only get 3-4 pages, maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on how wound up I am, but that really makes a big difference.
That's a good idea.
I was thinking about this yesterday, and I actually had an answer, but because I didn't sleep enough last night.
I love how tired you and I are, and we're talking about sleep.
Yeah, my conversion from short to long term memory is poor, and I couldn't remember the word whoop.
Yeah.
I want to rename grateful.
What do you mean?
So like the grateful log thing.
Oh,
I want another word for it because it's like when we say mentality, not mindset.
It gives you the ick.
It's just
It gives me the ick. Yeah, grateful log is not it.
Yes, it just sounds.
Yeah.
So I was like an appreciation something,
That's
or
even-
like
that gives me
I
the
don't
ick
know.
too.
There's got to be another term.
We'll come up something masculine for you and I.
Yeah, but the gurus haven't fucking. Because and you always shit on it like it's like they have running water. Like you gotta mean it, man.
Oh man, that's the thing. I think that's what gives me the ick the most. It's just like it's shit that you actually aren't grateful for.
Yeah,
you're just saying shit.
Yeah. It's funny because it's like it's just prayer.
Can I ask a question? If you do one of these grateful things, like, what if you're grateful for the same thing? Can you just say the same thing? Is it like saying grace, where we're just like, dear Lord, thanks, or dear leader, thanks for our meal, family, you know what I mean? Like, so what if every night you're just like really happy with, thank God for the pump and, whatever.
Yeah.
And your missus.
Yeah.
So then the next night you say the same thing?
I think if you mean it, yes.
Yeah. That's all right then.
And I think like it is.
You probably reflect on your day though, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a reflection. Maybe it's reflection then.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can call it something where it's like, reflect on your day.
Yeah, but
also think
it's also really useful in the morning, so I don't want to call it reflection.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Okay,
yeah. Really, it's fucking prayer, bro. Like, people have been doing it for 5,000 years, and we've just now called it a grateful log because we don't want... We're like,
we're not religious. Because we're not religious.
Yeah, it's like you're fucking praying,
it's just working on your spiritual health in a different way, right?
Yeah. So it's like...
It'd be much easier to just say it.
Yeah,
like,
fuck it. Just pray, guys. Yeah. To something.
Just...
To yourself.
Pray to yourself. Yeah. It's funny... I like some of the concepts of, like religion.
So this is a topic for another episode. Yeah, but I had a very.
I don't like the story.
Yeah,
I don't like the story.
So the story.
It's not. There's too many holes in it.
So that's the first problem is this. Yeah, getting into a weird. So we had the conversation this week about it.
Yeah.
Because of the, let's say, political direction of state schools.
Yeah.
I want LJ to go to more than likely a Catholic school, same as what I went to, because I think the frameworks and structures and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of parents that are motivated the same way.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, cool, that means he needs to get baptized.
And you have to be accepted
that means that Amy would need to.
You have to get accepted into the church. Yeah,
I already am, but I need to do my confirmation. So it's like...
Oh, really? Is that how it works?
You can get away with baptized if you... Like, it's kind of... It's better, but if you've got everything...
I think I've been... is it confirmed? Is that...
Have you really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do mine.
I went to a... That's the thing, you have to make the thing that runs around your neck,
Yeah. I didn't do it.
And you have to hold the candle.
Yeah.
Mate, my grandparents were like... very religious.
Front row at my grandparents' funerals, and then when you had to go up, I had to do the blessing.
Oh.
Because I haven't done it.
Yeah, you're that guy.
I felt a bit bad about that. But I still went up. I didn't just sit in the seat.
We can have what is the body of Christ? And did you have the drink as well?
No, you don't. Plebs don't get a drink. Yeah. The priest gets
There's no way I'd have that shit anyway. Remember when everyone used to drink it?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So now,
it's weird.
Amy said to me, she freaks out at church. She didn't go, right?
That shows how long I've been to church for.
Yeah. She's like, did they always dip the bread in the wine? And I'm like, nah, it's post-COVID. So the priests all used to pass the jug around.
Yeah.
But now you dip your bread in it. So then you have...
Your boy ain't been to church for at least 4 years.
Anyway, say some nice shit. Think about some things that are good in your life.
Yeah.
And actually appreciate them. And take some time to feel that feeling.
Yeah. If I could cherry pick some stuff, I would do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole other episode. All right, I'm done. Sleep resource should be up on the website by now. If it's not, DM me. Tell me to fucking hurry up. But
if it looks shit, it's because Ben made it.
100%. It's definitely...
No, if it looks shit, it's my fault because you're just going to copy
your
mine.
Template.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. As always, good opportunity to hit the subscribe button. Like, share, comment, give us some feedback. And we'll see you next time.